You watched the video and you heard the analysis with regards to what's going on in River State right now and how people really perceive things. And to be quite candid, nobody's celebrating or congratulating either Wike or Fubara in terms of what has gone on in the state. A lot of waters have gone under the bridge, and to be very, very candid and honest, like you heard, the man gave a thorough analysis. Neither Wiki or Fubara is right at this moment because either of them, could have done better. I know that Fubara is pushed to the wall. There is nothing he could have done to Wiki, but maybe demolishing the House of Assembly won't have been the way forward, and a host lot of other things. And if we don't speak out now and everybody remains silent, we don't know what will happen. I mean, listening to that, you know, to that, analysis. It is very spot on. It is very spot on. So we need to be careful how we go about allowing some of these things to happen. I'll go about some of these things to happen because we could have been better. We could have done much better. Fubara, is a young governor, less than 6 months. Nigerian police, carried out such a level of, very low, I would say, on the governor, and you know that no police has been investigated. The commissioner of police in the state, nobody has been called to order. IGP of police has not taken it up to say that you are supposed to protect the number one citizen of the state. Rather, you were spraying him with water, tear gas, and what have you. Was your intention to kill him or what? These are things that happen, and one just look at it and wonder, really, sincerely, truly speaking, how we got here. How did we get here? That there is so much abnormalities, and yet everybody just seems to be having a laugh. Ha 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 ha. It's part of it. It's not part of it. It's not. It's not. It's not part of it. So this is what is happening, and everybody, we need to take a stand in order to ensure that the right things are done. Governor Fubara may not have done well. Wike as well have not done well. But we cannot put the state in crisis. Because of personal interest. Fubara, in the last how many hours, 8 commissioners in the state have resigned. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 has resigned. So this is exactly what is happening now. And every single person can see that until Nigerians really, 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 rise up and take a stand and say enough is enough, we don't know what else we follow. These people, most of them are just, they are really, really there, and their mission statement is to do and undo. That's the mission statement. Do whatever they can, in order for them to get their way. They don't care what happened to the people. They don't care what happened to the people. So it is very, very terrible. Somebody needs to call, somebody needs to call Wike to order. Somebody needs to call Wike to order. Leave Fubara alone. Leave Fubara alone. So there's a lot going on. I must tell you sincerely, there's a lot going on. And in case you have not really thought about it, it is important that we begin to ensure that we rise up and ensure that the right things are done. Fubara may be frustrated trying to understand what to do next, but again, that does not give you the excuse to do what you do, because at the end of the day, we all are here to ensure that the right things are done. Every one of us, must make sure that we rise up to the occasion and we put Nigeria where it ought to be. You see, don't allow anybody come up and put the country in jeopardy. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.
I think the most obvious point to make about what is happening in River State is that it's very disappointing, and that is being measured, about it. Now, look, a lot of people had significant admiration, and quite a bit of respect, for the FCT minister, Just like you referred to this a number of times, I have been in the room when the vice president went there representing the president. And you can tell very easily that Wike was just the kind of guy that gets things done, and he got a reputation, and he was called Mr. Projects, and, so there is quite a bit of political regard that you have to give to Wike. Quite frankly, I think in this country today, after the president, Yesom Wike is the most prominent politician of the day. So when somebody has attained that level of political relevance, one of the things that it means is that you really have to carry yourself with a lot of grace, with a lot of measured management of the expectations around you. So it is disappointing that the FCT minister is not managing his own anointed governor, clearly own another governor. And the responsibility is more on him than the governor. Now, it is said, in Yoruba language that when two people are fighting, the one is older, the one is younger. Regardless of the facts of the fight, the older one will always be the one to carry the brunt. Because people are going to say that, hey, you are supposed to be the wiser one. So honestly, my first impression, just to answer your point, is that, the fact that Mr. Wike has allowed this to happen, and I'm not saying that the governor has no responsibility, but Mr. Wike is the senior partner in this matter, and it's not good. It's not good for him. Let me just put it like that. It's not a good. I think the most obvious point to make about what is happening in Rivers State is that it's very disappointing, and that is being measured, about it. Now, look, a lot of people had significant admiration, and quite a bit of respect, for the FCT minister. Just like you referred to this a number of times, I have been in the room when the vice president went there representing the president. And you can tell very easily that Wike was just the kind of guy that gets things done, and he got a reputation, and he was called Mr. Projects, and, so there is quite a bit of political regard that you have to give to Wike.